Former Member of Parliament for Adentine constituency, Kojo Adu Asare, STA controversy bia. Term Mahama no, was I start a conversation one day who say Ghana Hanum say His Excellency John Mahama deserve another term. I Sam Pyne no studio honum or Sam Pyne FM. Also in some na Kojo Adu Asare kano na ni nye ho. Also by advancing argument say na ye kan mamu John Mahama de no why yes am another film abusiafo e bedwudwom e de ama ye besa do akọ back in the day asemo His Excellency John Mahama na nkasa akafa third film conversation we bedwudwom right here on Nana Janto TV me pacho ube click subscribe button ama me we are bell notification icon no na what turn on video ni drop here you be the first person to get in but your video no wo hwe na no what you make of it to comment in the comment section na if you are like no share na foforo nso anya bi ahwe the only say third conversation started Kojo Adu Asare and no kopiem ewo Asempa 94.7 FM one minia pani obi etwetwe nkobo okosi se program so ana Kojo Adu Asare eka se ono hwa Ghana hanum say dodo na pese His Excellency John Mahama the mandate ne expire in 2029 na osako another firm na ne nyina ne se obi ne nyadwe a onsi montere so nko geji the mood of Ghanaians omusa keke ai His Excellency John Mahama, according to Kojo Adu Asare no, why adi ye papa was say ye man another firm. No Kojo Adu Asare no ka ama Ghana phone United say obet test law and obet test law no. I'm a sure say His Excellency John Mahama ebeko another firm. Unim say Ghana your constitution ni ema ho kwan say President Biabet Mako 2 times pe. E the third firm conversation start here no. Amanfo hunu scramble say amanfo bebre crampo hunu say constitutionally wrong. So obi have the thought of going for another term when it is you are in your second term. Na Kojo Adu Asare say omo be test on. Yenko tiense mo di tuja enra e wa Sempa FM.
Top. And it's on social media largely. Nipa bebre na share about a prophecy, and I say a prophetic statement supposed to have been made by His Eminence the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams about he foresees a third term bid for the sitting president. I don't know so what was right up now.
Honestly, last week maybe one of the things I wanted to say was that one.
Yeah, on our prophecy, no.
Yes, and your prophecy.
Okay, but on
that statement you just made
about the third term bid.
Yes.
For when? For the sitting president. Hey, on one.
I ain't had an observation for wine.
No, some if it's an old Babeka, you were coming to comment on the prophecy. But
no, me say last week, this say me and your prophecy.
Yes.
It was something that
you wanted to come and talk about.
Yes.
That the president deserves another term.
Yeah, I think so.
John Mahama.
Yes. Oh, Papa.
But there's a constitutional injunction on him.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
A third term for John. But why would you even contemplate that?
If Ghanaians want him, why not?
Obi.
Trouble.
No,
I'll ask you the same question. Okay. Why would you contemplate that? Kojo Adu Asare won't have been Jai Sam Pyne. We are the no, but you know, say when you say something like that, Obia would have that way.
And I'm a white Coco. Obi,
yes.
Me say, talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to people of Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
And what you see, as journalists and the media house, project.
Now, engage
the food, the mood
of the people,
and the acceptability.
Approval rating
for John Mahama. Na yen said ni Americano. Ye bibia. Honestly, ubisa a friend saying
Dominic.
Team, last week, Bisano.
Okay, I said the opposite.
Bisa Dominic, your producer. Bisano said last week, I said we man can and it was because those 6 kids
issue
I didn't want to mix it up. Yeah. With that issue, I just wanted young canon that we are here, you know. But I told him, tell me bad now.
Obeka.
I'll say
that John Mahama should be given a third term.
Yes. A second term.
A second term. Sorry, a second term.
Yes. First one, the Mbogu.
Ain't me Mbogu.
Well, you're very. Say a law, a number.
Yeah, it is law.
So we'll test the law.
Yeah, but I remember the end say, why would you put the government in that state to be
which government?
The current
it's about governance, and the people love someone. They think the person can help develop a nation.
But is it not too early in the day?
It doesn't matter.
10 months.
That's why Obianka saw Chinanko Uncle the second.
No, mean casa. But
so please,
if you are basing,
is a Fred BB embryo.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in the embryonic state.
I know.
Do baby as I say a year fully fledged.
Yes.
We are.
Yes.
We'll get
no,
there.
I'm saying, sir.
But people
to
must
all
begin.
intents and purposes, maybe
People must
you are
begin.
basing this call based on what you've seen in the last 10 months.
And
I'm saying, sir,
not 10 months. I've seen him 4 years before.
2012 to 2016.
2012 to 2016. Who know 4 years that? And I'm not saying who know 10 months. An addendum to that 4 years. And I can project. Fred says, as such a person.
Yes.
If he gets that opportunity long term, projects are a bit yama your economy are expanding, your money be developing. Not yet me catching up with some of the developed countries around the world. Massa, if you look at the Singapores and those people, they didn't need 4 years to get there. Oh yeah, 4 years. Now kunya the Kojo Adu type. They will come and derail your course and bring you 30 years back. What I say? Some longevity is important here.
Yeah, but if you need that longevity, then
that's why I say a law. Let's when we get to that point in the law, we will deal with it. So what is your problem? We have to follow certain legal.
My shock, you even contemplating. Another term.
Obi, I was here. I stood. I told you I was going to contest. The other time I told you I had a candidate. And I know what I'm talking about. Obi, this is something I have spoken to a number of people. On one casa, that is what they too
have been thinking.
Yes, because look. If we had a president of John Mahama's caliber for the last 8 years, 2016
to 2024,
I can't say by this time you can't 10 million. You're building reserves solid. What you say? You free SHS, hoping team. Our children may not even have to pay anything. We can do so much for this country. Almost a year. What is it?
Because you cannot
say a Bobo on the local.
Yes, but you cannot buy 2 months.
Because I am a conditionalities. You cannot.
What are you talking about?
No, say we see a meeting. You may say
please, MPP, IMF.
And you say you feeling now.
I am feeling. When you say I am a conditionalities, which means international market.
Conditionalities were there. You guys were borrowing. What are you talking about?
When
you guys were borrowing.
On the president third term, no, Mami Musa Sam.
Enti Kojo Adu Asare anu see no. Unse o kasa na Sam Pyne kwa person obam. At the point now I think I was enjoying the showdown. But na no see na Sam Pyne bam proper. Former KMA boss, former Kumasi mayor Sam Pyne say Masa, na ye can memu ade na His Excellency John Mahama ya. Yes, I want another thing. To the extent yemu your constitutions, yemu your mraso. Yes, I want another thing. Onye hwe, and to deserve even the conversation of the third thing. Sam Pyne say Kojo Adu Asare so better still enunti ana mobile Supreme Court mo make changes na afekwa the Chief Justice get to tokonu moyi ne to ase konyama na trash from say bura. Akofa appointee anasa nominate am approve Justice Paul Bafuboni. Any enuntia na so twetwe no say any Lord am person mo test no. You want to test the law through the Supreme Court. Then until the change Chief Justice na you couldn't go to Sam Pyne so argument. Me ba asama His Excellency John Mahama akafa third term conversation no. Me be bro.
Sam Pyne. O say asem kankan yenso so.
Adentia.
Asem kankan yenso so.
Wakasa a matter of law. And
John Mahama, who can asem now see an addendum.
President John Mahama.
President John Mahama, who can say addendum 24 years no. 4 years what happened in Ghana? E dey na see here. Then in the history of Ghana, nobody lose election with 1 million votes plus.
No chrono
difference.
Now who there who be a clean sheet. Who call to be evidence book or
a court.
Who call to evidence call.
Some point to us, mommy.
Obi.
Yes.
Yeah, who know? Constitution here clear. We are ever track cancer we are. Then you make a social come me. The identity chief justice my free hall. Because you got tested. Who's the Supreme Court? I then near appointed for honor. I then near changing the judicial across the country. Is it an agenda to make the court say, court say, oh, yeah, they're Crawford by your best constitution? Ghana for 7 years on the judge in 3 months. Some NDC for movie some winning with about 1.4 difference. Some overwhelming majority in movies Ghana Yamudia, Ghana Yamudia, you find Chemo. Nipa na woka na asem no 4 years ago obedi 12 years ago obey president obi ahun said do hwie poto
ye peno
obi ahun enti wo peno enye obi na peno
ye peno man ka me
all right
ye peno
wo peno a enye obi na peno you don't come and sit here and bring in this bogus useless agenda.
It is some point you are saying, sir, you are vehemently opposed to the idea.
Why should even somebody say when you prophesy? When you prophecy,
and your prophecy no can.
Me to cry we can prophecy na.
Yeah, medical can prophecy ne dey no.
Sa agenda no near the offer asuma kwashi she baby yan kasem obi hu ne mfa nkrokro no. What? Na yen nyame na man krofo na adwuna omo ye constitution ma ye no. Yen nyame.
But say ono ne route na all can meaning say
me count dia me fani dia cancer me can officially dia wa kan e no anya Kojo Adu Asare na
even
America.
If we want to go with the prophecy still the laws would have to change.
Yes.
And America say if they don't use the constitutional amendment route now ABR they want to go to the Supreme Court invoking Article 2 for interpretation. That's another route, and I think that's where he is coming from.
Why
have to say a ruling of the court can take retroactive effect in another thing.
One money nipa one party no. So bet my president after Mahama.
I know fa.
One money obia.
I know fa ho.
Enti Julius no ne Amabo anom ne Jedun Ketia ne Eric Pokunwa one nyina am vice president one nyina person be the president no. One fata. Inti yemfa kululu yemfa nkofa court yensi chief justice no yensi side justice ni bi yemfa nkofa court yenkopa constitution interpretation ni emu an 50 mayen
say na na mo ye 90 ni 7
yemu an 50 mayen sana assembly
Adu Asare so mo the confusion bebe kuruma
sana assembly Obi Ghana for are not ready. Here and some no eti and some no
for no why. Mo 38%.
Obi yes.
That is their thinking.
Sometimes patrol.
One more thinking no.
Yes.
Even a minority of 1%. Boko Haram for no one Nigeria no one the same percentage of Nigeria. Look at the mayhem they are creating there. And you don't sit here and say we are 38%.
Lawyer Andrew Ejapamesa said, Obi, this call for a third term for President Mahama, is it a tacit admission by the NDC that they don't have any other person qualified enough to be president post-President Mahama?
It's not your
Lawyer
business,
Andrew
brother.
Ejapamesa is
It's not your business.
It be.
Your party has sent for.
What can I be? Who can say me? I don't know the YG assembly. What can me can say yo? Me draw attention. Na tell me be one go can say.
Proceed.
Obi. Ghana sebi. Say even ye 3%. The 3% no. You bet me sorry. Etia. You bet me sorry etia.
Adia if we say.
I say embryo. No be 8 months. The 9th month no cry no time upon akran cry otiminya still birth the bit me wu ye fununum 9 months entimo say embryo any day
somebody if it so happens or reaction be there what dream who say it is something that can happen.
I've not phantomed that into my thoughts.
For you, Kwade, it is not.
And anytime I'm saying na kunkruma, or say asem kankan yensusoso.
NC
asem kankan yensusoso. asem kankan yen so what na bisa hu say President Mahama buy 10 months a dear pa extraordinary and oye Captain Planet away or Ghana. Tell us. Of course, yes, because we create we dear or time any bread hatred, jealousy, envy, and a mutiat with the dear Ghana for mu. And none of Berk must be and cook none of convoy more than 45 vehicles. And so I could find the 13, 12, 10 vehicles. What can I said that the gun is Kenya? And because we are say, you never say, the Indian behind him says, Kanina, I'm borrowing that theory from Maslow.
Yes.
Abraham Maslow. Oh, here, behind him says, Kanina, I'm 9 years. Inti would there ni brand no tension ni pemua there ba no abana 2024 no but apart from other economic factors and the rest no majority was based on hatred, envy and jealousy
against who?
Because that's why you created and then in the modern Makufad what can I say the brown air president you created him as a monster of international appeal. They're inviting him all across the globe.
The globe.
Say, Emra Meyehi, speech in for. We say, oh yeah, phone said the Mopesa Mukanoa, and Kobenya that.
Radio soon to trouble.
No, so woman eka.
But mean repeating your mind.
Oh, when you make such statements, Mokas and some na, a young night and no be, intimate trunk, I say, a dear no my. A dear pa 10 months. Me ba.
Yes.
And my sister ba. This year me and I'm doing secondary school. A man pabwa play deck can year 50 cities, 80 cities. Me tobacco 120 cities.
Can play deck.
You kind man pabwa the Wesley girls for. Play deck.
Okay. Me them. Tell me them my friend Sanders. Okay, I'm Sanders no the school.
Yes. A man there no.
Now you're 50 abroad 80 cities. They say you're 120 cities. 4 mattresses say Tomo Mukoda school. And one see one more 2 textbooks. So for my coach 400 Ghana for Obia each. And now no more be bad says textbooks, extra textbooks, 700 per head. Who better have say say a $1 above form.
Abusafo, Sam Pyne, and in Kano. I don't know what you make of. I mean, these 2 inserts from Kojo Adu Asare, Sam Pyne. Leave your comment in the comment section. But here we are, third-term conversation when President MET press, I think last 2 months or 3 months. Omubusa question say obey supreme leader. And I think Bernard Avle, CTF, the Kobusa question. His Excellency say,
Bernard said I'm in danger of becoming a supreme leader. Look in my face. Do I look like a supreme leader? And that is to paraphrase Prof. Star. At times, do I look like a cat hunter? Do I look like a supreme leader? I'm a Democrat through and through. And even when we attained 2/3 of parliament, I said that we're not going to use it to ride roughshod over the minority, and that we're going to give opportunity for democracy to flourish. And so we don't intend to use our 2/3 majority to steamroll our democracy. We believe that even though the people of Ghana gave us that overwhelming majority, it wasn't meant to turn Ghana into a dictatorship. They gave it to us in order that we could carry out reforms to make our governance better. And I think that we stand a very good chance with that 2/3 majority to finally move the amendments to the Constitution that we have all wanted. In the past, because of hung parliaments and all that, we couldn't make any progress because there are some of those amendments for which you need an overwhelming majority. And so Ghanaians have given us that opportunity and say, look, go ahead and do these things so that we can have a better constitution that will take Ghana for many more generations to come. And so that's what I believe. But I certainly am not on the way to becoming a supreme leader or an autocrat.
Abusafo, His Excellency John Mahama na wote ni nkapoto kasem. Chese o making it clear third term na ni nyi ho. The mandate ni be expire 6th January 20 29. Owie no ano one Ghana for atintin tontan. I don't know what you make of this video. Me patch leave your comment in the comment section. After we have like and share. Na for France anya bi ahwe me dey Steven Zando enche Nana Kojo Jantua de Sokato man obetinka right here on Nana Jantua TV. Ohunya me nti ahwe onso yese na the next episode no you'll be here to enjoy. Subscribe and sign up. Me da mu nyina sesa mo hwe ye makram.